Hello and welcome back to Divinity, Original Sin. We've had 2 episodes now of pretty much just mooching around the town of Silver Glen and haven't really done a lot. So we're going to strike out into the wilderness and see if we can find out what's going on with these miners. Give me a second, we'll get the game hosted and get in there.
Now, how many of these things can I disarm before we accidentally trigger them?
1.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So there's more up here, yeah.
So I can't actually disarm that one though. Might be able to do the minute. No.
I can't disarm any of these. I'll tell you what I could do. I could bring an oil barrel over.
Oops. I may have accidentally
Bravo!
triggered.
Bravo.
It's a good start. It's a brilliant start. I should have just teleported past, actually.
That's a great start.
But I can see something past there that I definitely want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my people apart. Actually, yeah, you've still got Jason Momoa.
It's because each time we load, I have to reassign him over.
Okay, and if I do teleportation... in fact, now I'm going to have to get to a better position to do this. That's fine. Let's get this one disarmed.
Not that I don't trust you or anything, but...
Okay.
Careful now.
Just need to get to here, then bring Jason Momoa up, and Jason Momoa can...
You know, I could just detonate it.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Maybe.
It's kind of what I was going to do.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Like that.
Alright, well, totally not the worst thing ever. Right.
Also,
Now,
you might want to
from up
cast rain.
here, there's a curious parchment. Oh. There's a horrible trap. There's another horrible trap.
Double plus, bravo.
I'm surprised that Sicario couldn't actually see that.
Well, he did just land, didn't he?
Yeah, but I spotted a different trap up there. That was why I thought it was relatively safe to move at all. But yes, getting rain going is probably a
So don't get close, okay?
Careful now.
Right, it's one thing dealt with. There's only so far you can backtrack us now.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Okay, so that entire area is massively trapped.
I'm not quite sure what you're doing.
I was trying to find where the traps were at that point.
Yep, I am not good at seeing traps. Although I
Yeah.
did like my Night Fever pose right at the end there. Alright, I'll let you go ahead being the trap quote-quote expert.
Well, we can't actually disarm them, as far as I can tell, but we could bring more things up to try and trigger them.
Sure, I'm very good at ferrying things.
If I work out where the safe place to get to there, right? Bring Jason Momoa up, we'll get some more rain going.
My kingdom for a dry shirt.
Back on my feet.
I don't know if that was particularly helpful, but
What? It detonated the trap? Of course it was.
Careful Careful now. That's a trap.
See?
We need more rain coming in here.
Also, you're burning to death.
That's alright, that's why rain's coming in.
My kingdom for a
Okay.
dry shirt.
Let's go for some healing first.
Feeling frantically needed.
So there's water essence and a curious parchment up here, and also there's a lever. I'm going to try the lever in a moment.
Well, that got rid of that trap. Also, I think it stopped the explosions. So maybe some more rain?
Mm-hmm. And some more healing as well.
My kingdom for a dry shirt.
You're just walking around, walking on all traps that I'm not sure are safe.
Yep, that's pretty much it. There's nothing up here.
Well, we managed to get through it at least. Let's get some final regeneration going there. There we go.
Alright, let's read this curious parchment.
I can take care of that injury.
If I can find it in my really long and full inventory. Charlene's letter reveals spell curious parchment. Okay. Reanimation serum. Boil the last mint sprouts of the season within a sludge made of 1 part crow's eye jelly to 4 parts sour holy water. Add the tear of a blind beetle and let stand for 2 moons. This sounds really, really slow. There are 2 hastily scribbled notes at the bottom of the parchment. The first reads, King Crab Inn, Mortician, evening. The second reads, Esmeralda, evening visit. Sounds like a doctor's prescription chart of sorts. The other thing was a water essence, which I think you can do stuff with, so I'll send that over to you.
Yeah, I can. I can normally put it on weapons, but I'll probably hold off until our next batch of weapons. Right, I was actually going to swap that out, so we're only using a single wand on Jason Momoa for a moment. Yeah, let's do that one for a change, actually. We'll get all the fire going up in the area.
I can see a goblin swashbuckler.
That sounds like someone we should engage with.
He's level 12.
That sounds like someone that we should carefully engage with.
That's 2 levels higher than us. He's down there somewhere. Oh god, it's the troll guy again.
There's a half-mangled goblin over there, and some... Are you talking with him?
He's talking at me. I'm not sure this is the same one. Didn't we speak to Mumble before?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is Grumble. What's he got to trade? He's got a graceful, sharp, long dagger of the firebrand, which is all right. Don't actually want it though. He's also got a fair bit of cash. I don't think I've got even anything junk worth sending to him. So let's speak to him. You do realise that the bridge behind you is quite broken, do you not?
Broken? What rot? The bridge is perfectly fine. Sturdy as if it was built yesterday. Oh, but you're trying to be clever, aren't you? You want me to turn so you can run without paying. Your tricks won't work, human. Pay, or
Brilliant.
I'll grind you like pepper. I am Grumble.
I am Groot!
And when I roar, the birds take flight.
See roar from his arse.
For the horizon.
Well,
The goblins
he is wearing the brown trousers.
and the earth itself thinks it's about to quake. So be forthcoming, human, or my roar will shatter your eardrums, and you will meet your death in crushing silence.
Why must we pay the toll?
We troll ask toll because our king commands it. All hail the king!
That's a
You
pretty
are
logical
unworthy
argument.
to hear of the king. You must pay to walk his lands. But you must not make him the topic of idle conversation.
Oh, shall I try and intimidate him?
Are you any good at intimidation?
Can I pull up my stats? I don't think I can. Let me switch character. There we go. Right, Earthel. Abilities. What was that? Personality. Charisma 1. Where's my charm listed?
It's under your special abilities. Hang on. So ability. I thought it was in here.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Charisma has a base of 1 for charming, intimidating, and reasoning. I guess it's probably one of those things with sub-stats that you don't really get to see unless you know you've got things for it.
Yeah, most probably.
Let's have a quick look. Yeah, yeah, not entirely certain. That's fine. I shall just go for charm, I guess.
Yeah.
Charm seems good enough.
It does.
Right. Charm 4 versus Charm 2.
Out-charming a troll should not be difficult.
No, you'd hope not.
How's it going?
2-0 to me. 3-0.
Fine, I shall tell ya. Our king lives in a great cave here in the woods, by the canyon that leads to the mine. But a mere wanderer won't find him so easily. The cave is here, yeah, but its true nature lies in the realm of fairy.
Fairy
Enter
trolls.
if you must, but only stone will greet you.
Okay, that's
Magic is
interesting.
needed to see the king, and I have no head for magic.
For a troll, he is really quite intelligent.
Yep.
Ask one of the other trolls.
Surprisingly educated.
Ask Archibald. He's the one with brains, that one. He knows that 5 make. What 3 and 5 make?
Brilliant.
Yeah, ask him.
Let's discuss that toll.
1,000 gold
What?
coins buys you a package. Refuse, and I'll pound you so deep into the ground, the moles will take you for one of their own.
I mean, we can actually afford it.
It's up to you if you want to pay him off.
Those who refuse are my favourites. Time to wrench the life from your weak little frame.
Oh dear.
He's only level 10. That's fine. I mean, the fact that you ran right up to him is probably not so smart. Hey, but you can do that shotgun shot. Don't try and trip the... I see you. You're clapping your stupid hands together.
Well, the shotgun shot is quite good.
Noise in your eyes.
But he's
He
got a
says
lot
as
of
it
health.
does almost nothing.
I like the names. Brug, Sporg, and Rog. Oh god. Stone skin?
Actually, he looks like he's gone Colossus.
Yeah.
And he's oiled you. Mmm. Sexy.
Sexy.
What does Fortified do? Probably stops him being knocked down, don't you think?
I think so. It's got to be some kind of
Yes, immune to
absorption thing,
knockdown. Well, immune to knockdown's not great. But I can take out Brug at least, mostly.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get a distraction in here.
Nice.
He may be fortified, but now he's locked in ice.
So I guess I will come up and through.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
I could kill Brug or I could take an attack on Grumble. Given that he's a 100% chance to be hit, I think I'll do the latter. Yikes.
Yeah, he's going to be the most difficult to take out as a group. I could do lightning and potentially kill the others as well. Yeah, let's do some lightning. Sorry if this hits you.
No, you're not. You're not even remotely sorry.
Ah,
But
and stunned him as well.
I think for the first time in the game that didn't actually hit me. What sort of attack was that?
It worked. It did a little bit.
I flailed my arms at you.
It's a little whirlwind spin thing.
What the
How did that attack you from over there?
coagulated spit?
Ugh.
I think these boars are descended from camels.
Yeah.
They must be.
Okay, what could I do?
What's your
next
cooldown on
time?
ricochet shot?
It's gonna a 3 turns cooldown, so it's gonna be a while before we can do it again. I mean, that always works.
Sure.
I'm gonna need to put some healing on Sistario though.
Muley bringing the pain again.
Good solid slashing damage there. Alright. As far as distractions go, it's pretty effective. Let's get the regen going here. Grumble is moving again.
Yeah,
Poison
I see.
has worn off.
Your powers wane beneath my hex.
Ah, well, that'll help. As will that.
Yeah, it usually works quite well.
Alright, let's
Nice.
take out as many individuals as possible. And actually,
Why didn't your person shout moving at the speed of death? What's Farseer?
it increases my chance to hit in general.
Huh.
Seeing as I had 2 action points spare, it made sense to just use that. Oh, good hit! Wow! 253.
Ah, what? That's not cool. Oh, it's only a temporary turn to stone, but
Yeah. Yeah, petrification in fantasy games is not really a cool thing. Dissolved him into, like, sparkly ash.
Muley is badass. Let's see, how's everyone doing? They're kind of alright. Let's just buff everyone, though. Just for a little bit of group healing, really.
Pray once more.
Urthel's fine. She'll wake up in a turn.
Do we still have ranged power stance? Yes, I do. Cool. That was a solid strike.
Nice. There we go. There goes the petrification wearing off. Mmm, raw meat.
On my feet again.
Augmenter.
Delicious stuff.
What's an
Yeah, it's a plant.
Oh. I was about to be like, what's an augmenter?
It's valued for its decorative and medicinal properties.
So, goblins in this appear to be samurai. There's an armored goblin sentinel down there, and it looks super awesome.
Oh, I see, yeah. Goblin swashbuckler, armored goblin sentinels,
And a goblin
and
mystic.
Goblin mystic. Yeah, that entire area looks a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, I would not have made goblins in my fantasy game the badasses.
Stay we win.
Troll droppings.
Don't look at me like that. Not as though I'm enjoying this.
Why are you
What
searching
have
them?
you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
I found a rabbit hole. It's got a carrot in it.
There's a chest down below us.
So there is.
I've got an idea. Let's throw this teleported pyramid off our path blocked. Yeah, path blocked. Can't throw it down there. It's worth trying these things. I wonder if we can get Jason Momoa to teleport me down.
That is a really weird beam of light. I got to tread
Can't
in it.
teleport. Oh dear.
No, nothing. Other than confirming that I'm not a vampire, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it's good to double check these things. Ooh, there's an orc fighter up ahead.
Level 12. That's quite tough.
Double time.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
I'm hoping it's the orc fighter. But who knows with Sicario? Maybe he spotted a midgie.
Now, Splintered Arrow can do 401 to 627 piercing damage, split between targets. So when there's one target, it does a lot.
Nice.
That's a hell of a lot of absorption, though, that went on.
Yeah, he's tough. Hey! That's my trick. Wait,
Oh.
what?
Oh dear.
I think he just drank a potion.
He did.
Sorry, it didn't
You know
really
what?
heal him that much. Just, like, almost completely.
Bitter gale.
Cool. Easy mode. It's a shame you don't have, like, a spell which can deal extra damage to frozen targets.
Yeah, like Shatter or something like that.
Yeah.
Still, we could just pummel on him now. Failed to apply chilled even though he's frozen. That's quite special.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to chill something that's colder than your weapon.
Some good, solid hits going off there. You want to come back to the fight?
I needed that.
So, yeah, I'm looking up there on the ridge, and I'm seeing a mushroom that you can talk to.
Mushroom Picari, yeah.
Yeah. Should we
And
go around
tiny
and see what
electric-
that is?
Mushroom, tiny charred mushroom, tiny frosted. Oh my god. And there is a big purple orb as well.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I didn't mean to mention that.
Huh. Well, You're heading up round that way. Is that the right way to go? It looks like it is.
Yeah?
I'm just trying to find... No, it doesn't actually go through that way. I think we've got to carry on the way we're already going.
Really? But we've not been this way yet.
Alright, well, I'll come over to you, Hamilton.
Like, I'm just thinking everything that we're coming into contact with that way is more and more dangerous.
Yes, there is that. Ooh, Mara. Isn't that Hadrig's wife?
That's Mira.
Ah, Mira. I've nearly caught up.
There's some troll droppings for you there. Right here next to me. I'm not
Oh, I
leading
see,
through
yeah.
them.
Don't look at me like that. Not as though I
You
was
there,
going to.
your night ship. Oh, please, come to our aid. My wife and I are stranded here.
What on
This
earth
guy
is
is
Alfie?
brilliant.
I can't believe we're stuck here, so close to our goal.
Are you listening
Oh,
in?
will we ever reach
Yeah, I am
Sweetman?
now.
So, can you see Alfie?
Yeah, the big pig thing.
Also, he's called me Night Ship. I don't think this Bjorn really understands strangers. What are you doing
well,
here?
We've got swords and armor.
Jeez, my liege. Two of the far too
My
few
liege.
souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglane, but we were attacked by highwaymen.
Set
Those
upon by
devils would have
dragons.
scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Well, the brave creature bit one of them in half, though not before being frightfully wounded himself.
Poor Alfie.
Bravest beast of burden in the borough is Alfie. The poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more. Which means we can't move no more either.
Okay.
Why, it
We
would
could,
be folly
like,
to
heal it
abandon a
up.
bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your night ship? Besides, all our worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without it.
It looks like they have one chair and a bedroll.
Yeah, that's. I was going to say about the same. I
Legit.
mean, even
We
taking
can
into account the
hardly stay here
leather,
forever.
not that much.
Silverglane is close enough to see the chimney fumes from here. Mara absolutely refuses to leave Alfie's side, and like I said, I'm inclined to agree with her. If only a stout champion would,
Are you a
step up,
stout champion,
lend us a
Matrix?
hand.
I'm getting a bit weirded out by the fact that he sounds like Merry from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, it was naught but a small stop for trading folk along the long road south to Sicil. Well, we got along all right, but now our little home's finally been undone. Orcs invaded, and the source hunter who was meant to protect us didn't save a one of us.
Wait, I didn't know there's another source hunter in the area.
Interesting.
Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglane, your night ship. For it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy in a new town.
Well, they've already got a smithy. I didn't see
Yeah.
a blacksmith in it, but
Without Alfie, though, without the tools he carries, I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for
But they
salmon
have
with his
a
bare
smithy.
hands.
they've got
Never
everything.
could
Bellows,
produce the
hammers.
quality of work for which I'm renowned.
I've never heard of you,
Yeah, but then-
Bjorn.
They're not his hammers.
Our predicament is clear, and the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work. He needs... Well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglane.
You mean that cult?
Yeah, this doesn't bode well.
It kind of
For
reeks a bit of
Alfie.
bloodstones.
Yeah.
Are you ready to escort them?
To think of
Yeah.
all the clothes.
Oh, we are, my liege. Though, like I said, it would grieve us dearly to leave Alfie behind.
You're right. We should try to heal Alfie first.
I like it.
Indeed. He carries your belongings after all.
Oh, I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can depart. Please leave no...
Okay. Oh, I need to talk to you now.
What was that? A bandit?
I need a moment to reflect.
Um,
Squirrel? Oh dear, my nerves are all shot.
What sort of source hunter is as soft-hearted as I've become? It's absurd.
Skeletons,
You've quite trended toward altruism, haven't you?
Worthwhile talk.
I
Yeah.
know that man, comrade. A fine blacksmith, Bjorn.
Ah, she's heard of him.
Gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he and Mara escaped Hunter's Edge.
Oh, it was Maddie.
What happened there?
Wow, that explains a lot.
Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century. And save the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the townsfolk to fear.
A squirrel?
I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at them to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of them, but I couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets.
Does she still have
It
that?
was warm in my hand.
Yeah, maybe.
It seemed
Could feed
far
it
too
to
fine a
Alfie.
treasure to belong to an orc. You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby.
Oh,
dear.
Muley.
It was the worst
Yeah.
misjudgment of my life, comrade. Their kind never did take a shine into such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with.
Of course.
All was peaceful back at the village, all was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs. Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds.
Well, a few dozen orcs against Muley. Yeah, I can forgive her a little.
Those of
Yeah,
us who
did she
resisted
run?
were immediately cut down.
Oh, so she didn't
I
resist.
watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade. I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty.
I wonder if she reported this to the Order.
It's a promise
Yeah.
I intend to keep. Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts.
Okay, new nickname, Bear.
We're stuck here.
For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance? Ready to defend?
Okay, Bear.
Barry.
Warm as dragon's breath.
There's quite a lot of blood everywhere.
Okay. Well, that
Um,
didn't work.
Yeah. Did you just hurt him?
Think of all the
I cast
clothes
regeneration
all
on him.
found in Hunter's Edge. All the jewels and trinkets. Oh, hell, take the orcs.
So yeah, they definitely want other wizards' tricks.
Man, they hate you now.
Cold drink.
Dearest Alfie.
Not hate, just a little bit of.
Should we follow back
Oh,
the blood?
He's whimpering. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. There may be something that's worth looting up this way.
Accelerated action.
Oh, Istrid's corpse. I guess that's the one that
Oh,
got bit in
man.
half.
It seems he
Yeah.
was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
And there's a bridge that actually crosses the river over here.
What, up further?
No, just here.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Let's keep looking around this top bit.
Yeah.
Just for
I
a
think
moment.
we've actually.
Have we been here before? Oh, this is the entrance.
Yeah. That's,
So I
just
suppose
what was
we could have just come
realising.
this way instead, and very nearly did. Did we ever go to this shrine thing off to the side?
I don't think so.
Right, I'm going down and over to it then.
Yeah, we've definitely not been across to this. We're coming down with you.
Stop, or it will stop.
Wow.
Pavilion of Death. Oh, wow.
Are you listening in?
Uh-huh.
I shall try and recreate that in my best voice. Stop for death, or it will stop for you. Oblige death now, for it obliges you. Tell me, traveller, do you wish to die? Yeah.
And how will you die then? Do you wish for a long courtship with the Reaper? Or for a quick and wild affair?
Let's go for slowly.
Death creeps, tests, knows, withdraws, pursues, torments, and takes you.
Sounds hot.
Sexy.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, geez.
God. Oh my goodness. And it's got an auto save. Who needs help? You need help. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have wished for death.
Maybe not. I mean, what could possibly have gone wrong?
Yeah. Wow.
It's alright, we're keeping on top of this.
Not really.
Okay, we made it out. How
I'm
are you?
impressed you
Oh,
got
well,
out.
you're- We were just focusing on all of the rain and regeneration.
Yeah, I basically spent my time healing Sicario. Do you want to go back and see if the death fires up again? I'm just curious. Can you speak to the temple again?
I can. Shall I give it a go?
I can't listen in, so what's it saying?
The same conversation as before. No, I do not wish for death. An insult, yes, but unhappy guests are so unpleasant. All right, let's get you resurrected.
Or I could just reload rather than saying I wish for death.
All right.
Yeah, the quick save was just after we dealt with Alfie. What a curious place, the Pavilion of Death. Do you want to try different options?
Yeah, I mean, you could ask for a fast death instead.
Yeah.
What have you got?
Stop for death. Or
I wish for death, yes. I wish to die quickly.
Flies, bat-like, rapid, and swallows you whole. Goodbye.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Well, that was less deadly.
I think partly because I already had the rain up.
No, there was no oil this time. Like, the fire things were doing slightly more damage, but there was no oil.
I mean, it certainly went past fast. No, I don't wish for death. If you want, you can have another go.
Stop for death. Death sends its final.
Yeah, no,
Oh, wait, my boots old.
that's fine. It seems to just be a way to kill yourself.
Maybe there's someone that we can bring across here to help them commit suicide.
Maybe.
Okay, so having a look at the map, I can't see an immediately obvious way of getting. Oh, actually, yeah. So back where we were, where the big purple orb we'll need to follow that round, I think, or we can head immediately south of where we are now.
I'll let you lead on. I'll follow. Come in.
Actually, there's a rat here. Hey, rat. Don't just say squeak at me. I can speak.
What can I do for you? More prey.
Beware of the lost
let me,
ones out there, wanderer.
Yeah, it's
Their
actually
blood
this
is
way.
impure.
I've taken us slightly round. I got spun around.
Completely the wrong way is, I think, the correct term.
Yeah, I mean my map was twisted, so. So we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go over that bridge. Totally feels like a good idea.
There's a Void Watcher there.
Hey! Oi, come back here!
The shadow just sprang to life.
Strange magic indeed. Perhaps we're nearing the White Witch's lair.
Slow
he's
down,
up
I'm
there.
stealing mushrooms.
Of course you are.
Priorities.
Right, there's an Immaculate Summoner just ahead.
Oh, yes. With a really fancy name tag. Hello! Oh, lovely. They've done our job for us.
Brilliant. Right, what have we got? We've got Fire Absorption Skill Book and Avatar of Fire thing. Ooh, Tormented Soul. I'll have that.
I assume you're trying to trade.
Yeah, I traded with him.
Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized. Thanks in no small part to you,
Neutralized.
Soul Hunter. Your activities in Sicil drove the snake to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap.
You already had a trap in her den. Right, I need to question her.
The High Counselor of Sicil. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man. Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty.
I'm going to try and reason this.
Yeah, slightly beneficial for you.
Well, 6 versus 2. Yeah, let's go like this. Ah, curses.
What, you failed?
I failed the first one. Right, so he's got 2 points. I've succeeded the second one, so I've got 6 points.
Okay.
And I've succeeded the third one, so I've got plenty more.
If you're certain, I suppose I can trust the word of one of your esteemed order.
Cool. I totally just through a fight.
Chest!
Oh, hang on. You've gone that way. Let me come back to where you are.
Nothing in the chest. Also, we probably could have just walked round behind him.
Well, no, because he was blocking this path bit here.
Ah, fair enough.
Right, let's wander around and get that waypoint.
So I guess this is probably where they've trapped her.
I would expect so. And also there's that mushroom that you want to talk to.
Oh, yes.
Right. So that's the waypoint shrine ticked off.
Go on then, let's talk to Mushroom
Are you
Mikari.
so desperate for company that you've taken to befriending fungi? Well, we're glad to hear it.
Well, I'm not going to be rude.
Yeah.
It's quite a lovely sort of barrier, isn't it? Who doesn't enjoy a gentle breezy motion against
What?
one's backside after all?
Yeah, sure. I love myself a B-day once in a while.
Then again, we suspect it's been hoisted up by some not-so-savoury characters, and we happen to know just how to remove it. The only trouble is finding the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person to entrust such a
Flattery will
secret
get you
to.
everywhere.
Man, this mushroom is annoying.
Here's what we propose.
Oh,
We've a
gosh.
fresh
All right.
batch of 3 brain teasers hot off our thinking caps.
Ah.
Perhaps if you
See,
can
it's a
answer
joke
them
because mushroom
correctly,
caps.
we might find
Yep.
you spirited enough to entrust with the barrier's deepest, darkest secrets.
Okay.
But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories at midnight. So, do you have what it takes?
Well, I suppose I just saved, so sure.
This is better news than the Orc Queen misplacing her thumbscrew. But enough delays. Let us begin. Your first riddle begins thus.
Oh, at least I've not had lots of wine tonight.
The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair by its roots, wrenched my children from me, and fed me to the hogs. Who am I?
What?
Wheat?
An ear of corn.
Yeah. Yeah, I was right.
That's right. An ear of corn fits perfectly.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo. An ear of corn indeed. Can you imagine a sheep in a chartreuse gown? A pumpkin with silken hair? The fantasies of a fool. Now, on
I
to
like
the
all
second
the
riddle. And this
all
one's
the
sure
nature
to
jokes.
stump you. I cannot lie, I cannot lay, but only lie. Who am I?
A stone?
I mean, a stone seems reasonable, but could a stone lay by the wayside?
No, because to lay is like a verb.
Hmm.
A stone.
All right, let's go for it.
That's right. A stone fits.
You've done it again! I'm thrilled. I'm amazed. I'm liable to present the very last riddle.
Oh dear.
This one will blow you out of your stockings.
The last
So
time
hold
someone
on
said
tight.
that, there was an actual explosion. Pretty sure there were
Yeah,
no
I'm-
stockings.
I've a neck
I'm
as
ready
long
for the
as
healing.
twice the width of a toad's tail, as many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. I'm known to cause hurricanes in the Far East merely
Butterfly.
by taking off 2 minutes too late. Who am I?
Yeah, butterfly.
Ooh, very good, very good. Puffed away in a small impish huff.
I wonder who that might be.
Space-time, but not you. You stuck it out until the very end, you crafty little so-and-so. So, what would you like to know?
About the barrier. Come on.
One thing we know for certain. This barrier doesn't belong here. The wizard Maradino knew as much when he started poking around here. He developed a spell to remove it, but his fancy was caught elsewhere before he bothered to implement it.
So this isn't where they held her.
It might be. We don't know what's inside the barrier yet.
True.
Down the spell dropped, and up we scooped it. Unfortunately, we aren't quite human enough to get it to work. But you've proven yourself just the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person we'd love to entrust such a secret to. We thought you'd never ask. What would you like to know? Murder? Doesn't sound like her at all, no. Much more interested in patching things up than tearing them down, that one.
Okay.
Then
And
again,
forming, like,
it's
tiny
hard
cults.
to tell on what stalk a person truly stands until you've seen them at the end of their rope. Isn't that so? We suppose if someone held a sword to our caps, we'd fight 'em with every last spore we had.
Who is she?
Some call her the Guardian of Lucula. And
That's
by
the
our
forest we're in.
estimations, she's more than earned the title. She's a healing witch, concerned mostly with the safety of the living souls, animals and plants alike, of this forest. And she's been here since even before our great-great-great-great-grandmother, Francisca Toadstool the 44th, can recall. We've long lodged adjacent to her little cabin.
Okay, so this is her
She
cabin.
used to greet us with a
Okay,
"How do you do?"
yeah.
every morning. We do hope she's not entangled in anything unsavory. What a shame it'd be if someone with a penchant for heavy-handed hoe-wielding moved in. Somewhere in her cabin, as far as we know. The last we saw her, she and her apprentice Almina were rushing inside, whispering to one another. They seemed rather anxious. Perhaps
Again,
they knew
unsurprisingly.
that those Immaculates were on their trail. A group of them followed some time after and erected the barrier around the cabin. We haven't seen the White Witch or Almina since.
I'll take my leave. I'm just going to save and talk to her again.
Addressing us?
And now I'll say the thing that I was a little bit hesitant to say.
Oh, somehow we doubt that very much. Have you ever seen a dragon's pajamas? A rat in a...
Fine, nothing worthwhile in that conversation line. My, what a lot of exposition there has been. I think, however, that's probably going to be enough for this. Stop stealing her friends.
I'm just stealing mushrooms.
I think that's going to be enough for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have and will be joining us for the next. Remember to like our videos if you like them and subscribe to our channels if you have not already. And we shall see you again next time for some more Divinity Original Sin.
We'll see you soon.